Hello, you're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. And this week, for the beginning banter, I have Spelljammer update.
Ooh, Spelljammer update.
I can't remember how long was last, or when was the last update on that, but
I mean, we played 2 weeks ago, so.
we record batches.
Oh, good point, yeah.
So
I
it's
forgot.
not exactly 2
They come
weeks
out
ago
in a
on this
weird-
podcast, but I don't know if we'll actually tag it or not.
Eh.
You know what? Listen to everything. That's the trick, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I didn't fight with the captain. Good news. Instead, I almost died.
Again.
Actually, it was really funny because the first session, I told the dungeon master that I'm like, whatever the NPC that's bodies I'm taking over, I'm just gonna have whatever they have. So I didn't do any like shopping or grabbing any gear. But because of that, the ship left port and I didn't buy any armor.
Because he got picked up by a character that didn't have any gear.
Or was actually combat.
Nope, he was just our musician.
And so I have the AC of 12 going against high level monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're like, it's a level 6 party.
Yep.
Following a module for 4 players and we only have 3.
Yep.
And we don't have a tank.
Nope.
And so last session, I almost died in a stomach of this one like astral sea
I don't remember.
fish thing.
They're like
I forgot the name of it, but it was like
It's
it
a
had
weird
an
name.
eye stalk on the like forehead like,
it's like
a beholder.
yeah, it's a fish with a single eye stalk, and it just ate him. It tried to eat me, but you know I'm too buff.
That like if it ate me, like attacked, hit, did damage, then I had to make a dexterity saving throw
Or get swallowed.
of 16 plus,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Easy for me, honestly.
quite hard to do for spellcasters.
Oh yeah, I guess there is that.
And then while in there, you're restrained and blind. So then, and I had to do enough damage to make him spit me out. But then when you're restrained and blind, that's extremely hard to do.
He's just ranting because he's butthurt about it.
Well, I did a really funny thing. I'm still proud of it. Where I'm just like, if I do a spell that requires Constitution saving throw, would you say that it's disadvantage from within? And he's like, yeah, sure. I'm like, I cast Shatter.
Oh, it still makes my guts hurt thinking about it. Just shatter in the stomach. Ugh.
And I was like, it was a really funny moment because I almost killed myself with it.
There's that, yeah.
But it was just funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told me afterwards, like, oh, you have to do 25 damage in a single turn in order to get the fish to throw you back up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's extremely hard to do for a martial class or even a spellcasting class.
Mm-hmm.
That is ridiculously hard.
Yeah, it was a pretty strong monster. But he's okay. We killed the thing, and then I just reached in and pulled him out.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah, and that's how we ended it. I'm still unconscious in that game.
Yeah, we're riding back to our ship on our little dinghy. And, yep, that's where the commercial break happened.
But yeah, that is the update, the Spelljammers update. I feel like it's just a funny thing to do in the random episodes.
Yeah, every now and then. Spelljammers update. He died again.
I died again.
Are you gonna die every session? Is that how this goes? Well, not die, like
Possibly.
get knocked out.
But I do want to plan of like having some interactions where it's just like, oh, we need to infiltrate
Mhm.
this thing. I'll be like, okay, kill myself and like get this loot onto someone who's like has access
Well, the
in
problem
there.
with that is neither of us can touch it because it'll just kill us.
No, you just can't fail the wisdom save.
Oh, is that what it is?
I told the DM,
Guess
I'm like,
what
I
neither of us are good at.
told the DM, I'm like, I want to be like a possession. I think possessions are usually wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I also think it'd be funny, like out of character, where I'm like, okay, I'm dead. I want this loot to be in the hands of someone.
Mhm.
And he's like, they pick him up. They rolled a nat 20 on their save. And I'm just like pissed on like above board.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd just be super funny.
That would be funny, yes.
Anyways, we'll see if that happens. I'm going to try to get something like that to happen in this campaign. I have a secret goal in this campaign.
Yeah, but it's not a secret anymore. I know it now.
You're gonna forget, and I don't think the DM listens to this podcast. So,
Oh, yeah, good point. But he might.
he might.
Could start. He has asked about it.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If he starts like eyeing up some of my actions, I'm like, oh, he listens.
If he starts listening, hi, how you doing?
Anyways, we should find out what we're doing this week. Got it, dice?
Oh, I got him. 59.
59. Oh my god, we haven't done that, and that's very down the middle.
Right down the middle, yeah. Ooh, wow.
And it's a short one.
Woo. Short and sweet.
Someone stole my chicken that lays all sort of metal eggs. Help me find it. We got another chicken episode.
Another chicken episode.
It's
specifically chicken.
Yeah, it says chicken and lays all sort of metal eggs.
That's it. Short and sweet.
Okay. Ditto.
Yeah.
Or Jinx.
Yeah. That one. Ditto's a Pokemon.
I'm thinking the owner of this chicken is a blacksmith, and that's how they get their quote-unquote metal ingots. Is those eggs like act like a ingot.
Mm-hmm. It's just pure metal.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
It's a really great way to get very pure metal.
But yeah, nothing like a pure metal like coming out of the butt of a chicken.
That's just weird. How does the chicken lay? Oh,
it's like
eggs.
Okay,
is it the shell of the egg?
It's like
that is metal.
Goose that lays the golden eggs. You know that story.
Yeah. No, I'm asking
like
here now. Is the shell of the egg metal and there's actually still yolk and stuff inside? Or is it solid metal?
I want to say solid metal for the sakes of like a blacksmith.
That poor chicken.
It's like I said, it's like the golden goose.
I know. Well, the golden goose just laid
golden
egg
eggs.
Shells.
Was it shells?
Pretty sure it was just the shell.
I've always just heard it laid golden eggs. Everyone knows that.
They only ever say golden egg. They never actually say what's inside the golden egg.
That's why I always assumed it was just solid gold.
Solid gold. Okay.
Kid me always thought it was solid gold.
Gold is heavy. That poor goose.
At least it's not like tungsten. I imagine this chicken like laying a tungsten egg. That would be so painful.
Oof. It's got one of the strongest butts out there, huh? Anyway. All right. This chicken laying all sorts of metal eggs. So we've got all different kinds. It's not just like the goose that lays golden eggs. It's a chicken that lays multiple
gold,
varieties.
Silver, copper.
Are we going
bronze.
to go with
I'm thinking of just common metal working.
Are we going to go with pure metals or metal mixtures? Because isn't bronze a mixture of metals?
Oh yeah, bronze is tin and copper.
Yeah.
Steel is iron and
carbon?
Something. Well, everything's carbon.
Okay, not carbon. I don't know how metal works.
This is the limit of my metal knowledge.
Yeah. So let's say the chicken lays pure metals, and the blacksmith can mix them as necessary to make the various other kinds of metals.
Okay.
Because that's what blacksmiths do. And this is a nature thing, so it's naturally lays pure.
Maybe the blacksmith knows based off what he feeds the chicken. That's what determines what metal comes out.
What, does the chicken eat metal?
Like either seeds or different types of seeds get different metals, or like corn.
That is true.
And like the different kind of feed that they have. And maybe quality of feed also affects the quality of the metal and all that stuff.
Okay.
We're thinking way too deep on this whole
I know, we're going
mechanics
a little too deep
of the
on the chicken here.
Just in case the party wants to steal it and be like, no, sorry, it's ours now. Or, oh, we couldn't find it, and then just keep it for themselves.
Yeah.
That's for the DM side of that mechanic.
Yeah, have fun giving your party a metal source if they just feed it pure silver or something. Or
they'll have to figure it out.
Figure out what to feed it is a good point, yeah.
Because the blacksmith isn't going to talk about that.
And it's not like the chicken eats metal.
Nope.
It eats grains and various things that chickens
eat.
And they like bugs too.
I like to imagine it's just a normal looking chicken. Just a pure white feathered chicken.
Okay.
And
I was thinking Rhode Island red, but a white works too.
I was just thinking super bland and just boring and just like it looks like any other chicken.
Okay.
Bland, but that one just so happens to lay metal eggs.
So how's the party going to find a bland chicken?
Well, it says someone stole it.
Okay, so someone has stolen it. If they put it in a pen with a bunch of normal chickens, how are they going to be able to tell? Do they have to just follow them all around until they lay eggs?
It might be a case of that, but I think it'll be,
Or hold
since
on.
it's so special, I think if someone stole it, then they would covet it and it wouldn't be among
Among Us.
other chickens.
I went there for you.
I wasn't going to go there.
Sounded like it. Another great way of figuring out which chicken it is could be hold a magnet up to it.
What happens if it doesn't have an egg brewing
in
inside?
the chamber.
Yeah, in the chamber. I wasn't thinking of that term, but yes.
Well,
It wasn't cocked and loaded. Get it?
I do get it. Yes, I completely understand the joke that you made off of my joke about roughly the same thing.
That's what dad jokes do. They
I
build off of each other.
That is true. You get enough dads in a room, they do build off of each other, and it gets a little bit outrageous. Anyways, we got a chicken that's been stolen, kidnapped even.
Are we calling it kidnapping now?
I mean, depends on how much this blacksmith loves this chicken.
I think it's just an asset to him or her. You know what? Let's name the blacksmith right now.
Oh yeah. What's a good blacksmith name?
Something Smith. Their last name's automatically Smith.
Well, I mean, there's a Smith on my list, but it's Yasmin.
I don't even know if that's a male or female name.
Pretty sure it's a female name
It's close to Jasmine, but like
with a Y.
it could be a guy.
Yeah.
It sounds like it could be a guy. So
I don't know if I want to go with that one though. That doesn't feel blacksmithy enough, you know? Kane.
Kane Smith.
Yeah, it's Kaine.
Okay, Kane Smith.
Yeah.
Views the chicken as just pretty much like an asset, I guess.
I mean,
Not terribly attached, but it's like this is the cheapest way to get metal. So
True.
obviously get put a poster up for it.
yeah. I mean,
Also, it's a thief, so stop
Yeah.
a thief.
he stole my property, which is this chicken that helps fund my entire business.
Yeah.
Would he have more than one chicken, or is it just
No,
that one?
this is
It's
so
one of a kind.
rare.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe that's like the selling point of the blacksmith he works at.
Chicken laid weapons,
Okay. I was thinking about like chicken coop weaponry, but
fresh laid weapons.
you are on top of things today.
Or you can just call it, because they don't necessarily always make weapons. So it's like fresh laid, I don't know, stuff.
That's a long title.
Yep. Figured that out in post or something. I don't know.
Hard-boiled weapons. Or hard-boiled irons.
Over easy irons.
Over easy irons.
Oh gosh. The egg puns just work, you know?
Okay. Who's gonna steal it? It has to be stolen.
Yes. Okay. Someone has stolen this chicken. Could be rival blacksmith, maybe?
I think that'll be too easy.
No, it's too easy. He does have a rival blacksmith, and that is the biggest
Oh, that's the red herring?
yeah, that's the red herring. So, they're gonna think, oh, it's definitely the rival. But it's not.
It's
Some random person who recently came through town.
okay. We got it.
What you got?
We're making a fancy pita.
Oh gosh. Haven't we already talked about fantasy pita?
Did we?
Did we? Have we? Let us know down in the comments if we've
Yeah,
already
let us
done this.
know. Because I don't remember that. But they're the ultimate villains because no one likes pita.
No one likes pita except pita themselves.
And we don't care about their opinion.
Nope.
If you are a fan of pita and you're offended by us saying that, I really don't want you to listen to our show anyways.
Yeah, just do some research.
Go, euthanize some more dogs in your
Okay.
no-kill shelters.
Okay, calm down. Reel it back in. Fantasy PETA has kidnapped the chicken.
Okay.
What
What do they do with it?
Like, what does PETA even stand for? Do we need to come up with like a fantasy renaming of PETA?
That sounds like a lot of work.
I know.
Remember when we tried to come up with like what intern stands for just for a joke description?
That was fun.
Yes, but it took us forever.
It did.
And I kind of don't want to do that while being recorded.
Okay.
Fantasy PETA, it is.
Fantasy PETA. Just like saying Fantasy Costco or something like that.
Yeah. But
All right. So they have taken the chicken.
Because they thought it's enslavement and working for a blacksmith without any pay, and that's
Right. Even though he totally pays it in very good feed.
well, that's still by definition slavery, though. But
I mean, nobody would normally pay a chicken. What are they going to do with money?
right.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, do they then want to release it? But then it'll be hard for the party to find it.
Yeah, it'd be really hard for them to find a really boring, normal-looking chicken out in the wild. So would they release it, or would they take it to a place, or would they try to euthanize it so no one else could?
How about they say they're gonna take it to a nice farm up north, but that farm turns out to be a euthanasia place,
or a farm that supplies food? No, because they wouldn't do that. They would be opposed to that too. That supplies,
well,
raw chicken for
unless
people
they
to
own
eat.
it, then
Yeah, true.
they're hypocrites.
They really are.
This is a very much anti-PETA episode.
Anyway,
Are we just in one of those moods today?
I still feel like them putting it in a place with a ton of other chickens is funny.
Okay, then we could say that they put it in. They took it to a farm up north.
Yeah.
In which then when the party breaks into the barn, because they don't want to keep it in a coop because that's too small for them.
Right. Much
so it's
too
a
small.
large barn.
Very large barn.
And it's just like a bunch of other chickens that look exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. Just tons of chickens.
And then they have to figure out.
They have to find out which one it is. Does it answer to a name?
You know what? I think this is a perfect time of just party tries to come up with solutions, and whoever just rolls decently, that one works.
Yeah, that's true. That's the joy of DMing, is you never have to actually have a password. Just whatever one sounds the best, they randomly say, yeah, okay, yeah, you got the password. Good job. Or you never actually have to have a solution to puzzles. If they come up with a really creative, cool way of solving the puzzle, hey, you solved it. Good job.
I had that plan the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figured it out, buddy.
You've solved my chicken puzzle.
One chicken always lies. One always tells the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, so how's the party going to find out that PETA stole it instead of the rival?
Well, they could, confront the rival and be like, hey, did you take the chicken? He'd be like, no, I didn't take the chicken.
Insight. Guys, he didn't take the chicken.
Zone of truth. I still didn't take the chicken. All right.
But what happens if he passed the saving throw?
They won't know that.
Yeah, that's the joke, though.
Yeah, I know. He could also willingly fail to save and be like, I did not steal a chicken. I'm not that petty.
I am not a crook.
PETA could be in town holding up signs and stuff about other places that are cruel to animals as well. So that they just exist in town, and the party can be like, PETA, you say?
Fantasy PETA, you say?
Yes, fantasy PETA. Sorry, yes, fantasy PETA. We aren't talking about the real PETA here.
No, of course not.
No, not in the slightest.
Maybe they're they're in front of a tavern or something like that that's serving meat, because all taverns do that.
Right. Mystery meat. You never know what it is. It could be a rat that fell in the soup. You don't know.
I mean, that's what hot dogs are in real life.
It's just everything nobody else wants to eat.
Now
Ground up
still
and
eat it.
shoved into a tube shape.
Or
and yet somehow still very good.
That suddenly remind me, it's the video, how they make chicken nuggets from McDonald's or whatever. And then they would I think it was PETA that showed kids the video.
And they're still cool. Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, and they're like, do you still want to eat chicken nuggets now? And they're like, yes. I'm like, I would.
It's just meat paste. It's cooked. It's fine.
I've seen how hot dogs and sausages are made, and it's very disgusting. But I'm like,
it's hamburgers are even still kind of the same method. They're just not ground as fine.
Yeah, and it's just I'm fine with them.
Yeah, tasty.
I haven't died yet.
Nope. In fact, I'm better for it.
Well, we're never better for anything.
True. I've been eating too much fast food in my life.
I know, right?
It's just so good.
And that's why this week's sponsor, Hello Fresh.
Oh, please sponsor us, someone.
Oh, that'll be a funny segue, though.
That would be a really good segue.
You see, once we get sponsors, I will find those good segues.
You will. I believe in you.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, so it could be just a simple, then ask him, what's the rival's name?
Oh, rival. Another Smith.
Is it their siblings, cousins?
I mean, they were all just named after their profession, so they don't even have to be related.
True, but why don't we just say it's cousin who's their family's always been jealous of each other?
Okay.
I don't know.
Or we can go with Potter.
Potter.
They make pots.
Okay, that's more of clay.
Yeah, I know. So they wouldn't want it. But so that's why I was thinking another smith, another person who works with metal.
Okay, last name Black.
Okay, that works. Last name Black. First name Henry. Henry Black.
Okay. And then they're going to be rival families, and then their kids are going to like star-crossed lovers.
Another one, really?
Oh, we should have PETA protest if they have a random tavern. It's either Moon or Winter Family Tavern.
Oh boy, here we go. If there's ever a tavern in any of our stories, it's either a Winter or a Moon Tavern, most likely.
That just reminded me we could just reference that.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, here's a fun one. If it's a Winter Tavern, typically run by centaurs? No, the other one. Minotaurs. Would they be protesting, saying it's not fair having these poor animals running a tavern?
No, because I think they count Minotaurs as actual sentient beings.
Yeah, okay.
But I feel like they would.
PETA?
That's a whole can of worms.
Yeah, I know, right?
That they opened up because they didn't want them trapped.
Right.
I think it would be. We're in some kind of PETA bashing mood today. I don't know why.
You started it.
I really don't like him. I already know.
Mm-hmm.
I started this. I feel like it would be a Moon family because they're very carnivorous. So their taverns are probably more lenient on like heavy meat dishes.
You're right. You're more right. Yeah. Okay, so it's a Moon family tavern.
Yes.
So I'm pretty sure PETA is like out front protesting their abundant meat consumption.
I mean, yeah. And encouraging that lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, nuh-uh.
Yeah. They're like, go away. No one cares. We're going to eat meat here. We're carnivores.
And what happens if, like, that's nearby the whatever blacksmith pun name we came up with?
Ah, yes.
Over easy irons.
Sure.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, I know.
But let's say it's like nearby or like across the road or street or whatever.
Yeah, just down the road or.
And what happens if? God, I forgot the guy's name.
I didn't write it down.
Something Smith.
Yeah, really?
Cain. I remembered.
I'm writing it down now.
But what happens if like Cain is talking to the party right outside the front or anything like that, and then yapping about how annoying they are, like side comment, and then maybe like some of the PETA members are like walking by and make a snide comment about knowing that the chicken is missing. But then I just realized as I was saying that there's a poster saying that was stolen.
Yeah.
So
maybe they'll like be walking by and be like, "You deserve it for imprisoning such a poor creature."
Yeah.
Like blaming him.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's like, oh, motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the players would.
Even if like the party like goes to ask them, innocently, "Hey, have you heard anything about this chicken?" They'll snap back and be like, "You mean the chicken that was imprisoned?"
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Type of thing. Yeah.
I just want to say, I'm probably going to say this at the end of the episode, but if any DM puts us in their campaign and there's a vegan or someone who's a fan of PETA in your campaign, please let me know how they react to this.
Oh, yeah. That's going to get a little spicy, isn't it?
I mean, if you have someone that you know is like that, it's best to not add this to your campaign, but if you do, I really want to hear about it.
Oh, you want to hear about the whole discourse?
Oh, God. It'll be such juicy. It'll probably go on RPG horror stories.
Oh, it most likely would, yes.
Oh, my God. Anyways, that was a tangent.
We're good at tangents.
So, rude remark, snappy kind of comebacks about it.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly a sign of motivation.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're going to find out that they have like a farm that's like out of town.
Yeah. And
it's a little bit away. It's like a day away.
Have more than just chickens there. There's a bunch of animals. And they're all just free roaming.
Yeah. Quote unquote freed animals.
Essentially. Within the boundaries of the farm.
But yeah, it'll be like a day's travel away. Then they have to go there, sneak in, or, rile up. I don't care which.
Sneak in or bust in.
Yeah. And then find out barn full of chickens. Now you have to figure it out. And that's their fault. Or that's not their fault. That's their problem.
Does the chicken have a name?
Do you want it to have a name? It's not going to respond no matter what, so.
Penny.
Penny?
Yeah. Pennies are made of copper. So that'd be funny if you give her a metal-ish related name.
Okay, how about Co then? CO. That's the element copper.
Well, that's not a cute name.
Co?
Co?
Yeah, I think that's a cute name.
I would rather just call her Copper at that point.
Bay. F-E, iron.
Oh my gosh.
I think that's a clever name.
True. And also pennies don't exist in fantasy, so.
Yeah.
Fine.
You defended me for me. I totally got that wrong. CO is the symbol for cobalt, while CU is the symbol for copper. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. Do you have anything else to possibly add?
I mean, one good way to be able to tell the chicken apart from the others is she turns her beak up at that feed. She doesn't want it. She's used to fancier stuff.
Chickens eat anything.
Yeah, but they can be picky too. This one's special. It's a unique chicken.
I think that'll be the throw them a bone if they are having trouble.
If they throw random feed down on the ground, all the other chickens go nuts for it, and she's just standing there like, what is this slop?
I feel like there's more creative ways to figure it out.
Or they can just go around and watch all the chickens lay eggs.
That's funnier. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Good enough roll, and oh, hey, that chicken just laid a silver egg. Hey, it's Faye.
It's like a breadcrumb. It's like, oh, there's a gold egg there. There's an iron egg.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Tungsten? Oh my God.
And their payment is whatever eggs they can find.
Or they're going to keep it for themselves.
Or they just keep it for themselves and tell the blacksmith, yeah, we couldn't find her.
Yeah. If you have an evil party, or you want to start your own version of PETA, the party PETA,
the
PETA party.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay. Well, we have 2 social medias. One is on Twitter at QuestboardPod. The other one's on YouTube. If you put this in your campaign, let us know either on Twitter or down in the comments if someone gets offended, because I'm really curious.
Let us know.
I would say I am sorry, PETA, but not really.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. If you have a job posting of your own that's not going to point us to any hate towards any specific group,
please
let us know on either social media accounts. I think with that, I wish you all good night, except for PETA.
Happy questing. Except for PETA.